Hey, Epic Inkers! Wow, we've been on quite a journey these past couple weeks. First, we started talking about developing your writing plan, and if you wanted to do some old-fashioned brainstorming sessions, or if you were going to be doing some storyboarding. Then we talked about starting to create your dynamic characters and how each of your characters needs to have a voice and that they need to have their own personality and their own mannerisms. And so to go along with that, as you're thinking through your hero characters and your best friend characters and your love interest characters, we want to talk about creating the perfect villain for your writing, for whatever story that you're writing. So to get started, I want you to think about your favorite villains in literature, movies, or TV. What stands out about their personality or behavior? Are they sneaky or a liar? Do they crave power, or are they just simply oozing evil? Lately I've noticed, and I don't know if you have too, especially TV writers, they're trying to show us the villain's backstory. They show us that villains are never born evil and that they become villains because of a specific circumstance. And so these TV writers, these stories are showing us the villain's motivation behind their wicked behavior. So I wanted to take that and then I wanted to compare that with real life. Let's think about the biggest bully in your life. Maybe the villain is bullying you because of your appearance or your social status. So what stands out to you about their personality or behavior? Have they betrayed you, lied about you, or have they bullied you into thinking that you're just not worthy? Being bullied can lead to depression and living in a state of constant fear. Bullying is never okay, and if you're being bullied today, please tell someone that you trust and seek help right away. And also know that it's not your fault. There's nothing anyone can ever do to deserve a relentless bully. But let's say you're not in an extreme bullying situation. Maybe you're just watching someone else being bullied at school. These bullies didn't get that way overnight. We want to try to imagine what he or she must be going through at home if they have to be so awful at school. Or maybe think about the most popular person at school. Is that person the bully? Could you imagine what their life would be like if they suddenly weren't popular anymore? I know it may seem like you're alone in all of this at school, but the truth is that everyone has a story, everyone has a backstory, and everyone at times feels alone. So I wanted to give you a writing exercise this week for writing the perfect villain for your story. You can base it on a person from your real life. It'll be an exaggeration of your real life, but if you use a person in your life, I think you'll find that it's a little easier to write your villain. And you can imagine things like how they might be different in private. What are they like at their home? And then you can write why or how you think your villain became that way. And so it becomes a pretty neat exercise once you start. Also, before we close today, I wanted to mention an extreme form of bullying that's called abuse. I knew a girl in high school that had been sexually abused by her uncle. If you're being sexually, physically, or mentally abused today, please tell someone. Go to a trusted adult. If they don't listen to you, go to somebody else until someone listens, because it is never okay to experience these types of abuse. Well, that's all I had today. I hope you can get started writing the perfect villain for your story. You can still get a free download of my book, Elena Ransom and the Firebird Unit, on my website, jswood.me. The villain in my first book is a common one. He's just a boy in Elena's class that she doesn't really like, and they just don't really get along. So if you've read my book and you want to make comments on my website or Facebook, that would be awesome. And in the meantime, keep writing, Epic Inkers, and have a great week.